We finally have consistent ways to interrupt our opponent. Let's check it out in the deck profile. Yo, what's going on, boy JP, and we're here with our Yu-Gi-Oh! Elemental Hero deck profile for March 2026. You know how it goes. Before we get to the rambles and explanations, let's get into the deck profile. Starting with the main deck with the monsters. We have one Elemental Hero Neos, 3 Winged Karibo Saboteur level 10, 1 Elemental Hero Spirit of Neos, 1 Master Hero Furnace, 3 Destiny Hero Malicious, 1 PYRS, 3 Stratos, 1 Liquid Soldier, 1 Solid Soldier, 1 Blazeman, 1 Dusk Crow, 1 Shadow Mist, 1 Fountain, 2 Vion, 1 Increase, 1 Aqua Dolphin, and 3 Miracle Ejectors. For the spells, we have 3 Hero Lives, 3 Emergency Call, 1 Ian Shuffle, 1 Instant Contact, 1 Miracle Fusion, 2 Polymerization, 1 Mask Change, 1 Super Polymerization, and for the trap, we have a Favorite Contact. Extra deck, we're starting with the fusions. We have 1 Contrast Hero Chaos, 1 Elemental Hero Shining Nearest Wingman, 1 Master Hero Acid, 1 Absolute Zero, 1 Favorite Hero Shining Flare Wingman, 1 Vision Hero Trinity, 1 Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage, 1 Sunrise, 1 Voltic Thunder, 1 Dark Claw, and 1 Favorite Hero Flame Wingman. For the links, we have 1 Dread Decimator, 1 Wonder Driver, 1 Infernal Diviser, and 1 Cross Crusader. Side deck are just alternate cards you can use and make strategies out of, and alternate combos, or you can just put them in the side deck depending on your matchup, but we are using it as a pure variant. So with this deck, it might not be the most competitive, as you can see, no hand traps, etc. Might see a couple considered bricks. However, it is actually very consistent, very fun, and I'll explain it, some of the combos and game plans right now. So when Karibo Saboteur level 10 can search Polymerization, by the way, added a new to hero artworks in here, and we can search Super Polymerization. So Polymerization isn't obvious, you know, we're playing heroes. Other cards I can search are Blazeman, Furnace, Vion, etc. And there's so many combos you can do with that, obviously, but with Super Polymerization, the reason this is now in the deck, not only can Winker level 10 search it, we have this new card, Favorite Hero Flame Wingman, where you can use 2 monsters at the same time with different attributes. So essentially, Super Poly is always going to be live because they're going to most likely fall under this clause where you can summon Flame Hero, Favorite Hero Flame Wingman, and then this guy has a quick effect where in the battle phase, if a monster is destroyed, by the way, a monster can get destroyed, then you Super Polymerization and its effect still applies, and then it climb into Shining Flare, or in your opponent's turn, or on your turn, etc. You can use one of your fusions, or one of their fusions, and another monster. So there's 2 ways that you can interrupt your opponent with Super Poly. Miracle Injector can also search Instant Contact if it comes up, that's why it's at a 1. So if you don't want Favorite Contact or anything else, search Instant Contact, and you can immediately bring out any level 7 or lower Elemental Hero monster, which is quite convenient, because even if you're in a losing position and say you don't have the resources, you don't have the Ian Shuffle, but you still have Aqua Dolphin, you bring this out, you can go to Voltic Thunder, 1 card Voltic Thunder essentially. Fantastic. There's many ways you can actually bring out Spirit of Neos, which will search you a card, and it's also a battle trap if it are to come up. And then the masked heroes utilize obviously Mask Change, especially summon themselves fodder. Another guy I put back in is Solid Soldier, because I find myself really not relying on the normal summon anymore. So with the 3 hero calls, with all the way to search, you can search Solid Soldier, summon it, Stratos. We have 2 Polymerization now, so we can revive Stratos again, or another monster with Solid Soldier's effect. Worst case scenario, you link climb. And you can also use it, Solid Soldier, and your opponent's fusion monster, etc. for Super Poly target, your favorite hero, and then bring back a monster on your opponent's turn. There's many little usages and ways you can route this deck, but you're generally wanting to end your board on Contrast Hero Chaos, Shining Neos Wingman, Dread Decimator, or Wonder Driver with Dark Claw and access to more. So there's a lot of possibilities. But yeah, that's the hero deck for now. And honestly, yeah, I'm quite enjoying where this is going. What would I ask for in future support? as everyone says, just some sort of negations and end board fillers. Yeah, for now, this is it there.